Good day, YouTube. Welcome into the Tits Beer Bong 420 energy beverage video kind of review. I say it that way because beverage is actually something I've had before, just different can size and stuff like that. But this was a while back. So we're looking at the Rage company from Montreal, Quebec. They've been doing a lot of different things lately. Like apparently, and I've yet to find most. Like I still haven't found all of their old products. So the ones that I haven't tried yet, hopefully they still exist and I can try them out one day. But regardless of that, they have some newer stuff lately. Because their energy shot, apparently there's two new flavors for it, and apparently they have their own little recovery series now, where they have a drink that uses tea, so some sort of a tea drink. And then they have one with real fruit juice in it, apparently, and it's a lemonade drink. And there might have been a couple other differences. Now, with Rage, the reason I had the drink years ago is because, like a year or two back, I used to be able to find lots of their products at this one gas station. Then they all kind of disappeared, were gone for a long time, and these days they just got the one can, and it's like I've had it before. And then you can find some of their products sometimes at the dollar store called Dollarama, and that's where this can was located. Because some Dollaramas will have some of their products. And there used to be a small little 8.4 ounce can that was red, and it was called X Rage. Now I'll be honest with you, that was just another original generic energy drink, Red Bull clone, as some people would call it. But according to what Rage said on their Facebook page, they discontinued X Rage, and the reason for that is because it tasted too much like Red Bull, and Rage says that Red Bull tastes like piss. So they're not a fan of the Red Bull taste, and they don't want any of their drinks to taste like that anymore. So in replacement of it, we get this can. And if you're wondering what this can is in replacement, folks, and by the way, some of their cans will say this, and I like it. Follow no rules. For whatever reason they want to put that in their can, they do. Now, this is a smaller version of one of their 16-ounce cans. So with that being said, I've definitely had this at least a year or more back. But it never said anything about electrolytes on the front, because here it says energy plus electrolytes, Rage liquid energy. Um, it's natural and artificial flavors. It doesn't tell me how much vitamin B6 and how much. Oh, well, actually, yeah, it does. Anyways, the taurine is 1,333 milligrams, 116 calories, 29 grams of sugar. You get 6 milligrams of vitamin B6 and 11 milligrams of vitamin B12. The bigger can had more caffeine, but you're only getting 80 milligrams out of this. And if this is the one that I remember it being, this was just more like cherry energy drink. Really? Yeah. From the can, I'm getting sort of like a cherry smell, but I'm also getting just generic energy drink taste. I thought they fucking stopped making anything generic at their place. Why would they get? Well, anyways, I don't know. It's the way it is, folks. Um, yeah, it's got a generic energy drink smell to it. That's about it. That's all I'm picking up on. Something kind of like sweet and generic and what have you. But they said they stopped making X-Rage because they think Red Bull tastes like piss and don't want to sell you something that's like Red Bull. Let's see. Um, Honestly, if I remember correctly, the 16-ounce can version of this, I want to say was a cherry drink. Man, that was at least 2011, if not earlier than that. I had it. Uh, this here, um, how do I explain it? I want to say it's kind of like a generic energy drink, but really, it's not a dead-on Red Bull clone. I don't, I don't know if I'm getting cherry this time. And why I'm thinking the bigger can was cherry, but just think of the generic energy drink. Well, the caffeine payout, that's what you're getting, the generic 80 milligrams. But think of the generic energy drink. Think of it if they were using that, but changed it so it didn't taste like that, but did it in a way where it's kind of sweet and sour. So the aftertaste is a little sweet on the teeth, with kind of like a salivating sour. Maybe a little banana-ish or something. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to say what the flavoring is on here. I'm just gonna say it's not the generic energy drink, but it's something like that. But kind of on like a sweet and sour side, if that explains it best. I don't know, but things are changing with Rage. Maybe I'll finally one day see their other newer products and those old ones that are still around and get reviewing them for you folks. But this was one of the dollar store products of theirs. And when I found this in the store, I didn't even know about this coming out. Wasn't even aware at the time they were discontinuing their X-Rage Red Bull drink thing. And not every store has all the stuff yet. But the other town location that I was in when I found these, they also had the shot, and they also had the purple Inferno. The only Inferno of the three that I've ever seen in the dollar store. It's the better one too. So whether I drank this before or not, but I've had a 6-ounce can similar to this look before. Rating, I would just give it a 5 out of 10 because honestly, it's not bad, but it's really nothing. It's definitely not special. It just kind of like whatever. You don't suck, but you definitely don't rock, you know. So it's just like a whatever. That's why I'm just giving it the average mark because it doesn't need to go lower than 5 because it's not terrible. But if I went over 5, I'd be lying. It's just whatever. Hey, dollar store. Cheers.